Hello, everyone. Mike, Newfound Past, Monday morning, New Year's Eve. You can get over here in the chat. Okay. Hey, Andy. Hey, Dawn. You guys were quick on the trigger. It was awesome. Yeah, I got a few sales to pack up. Normal pack and ship. The sales have been few and far in between, but they've been decent sales. Morning. So I had a doozy on Poshmark, which was awesome. I actually had something sell on Etsy, which is amazing. I don't have very much listed on Etsy, but I do have stuff listed there. And some sells, stuff sells every once in a while. Something sold on my second eBay account and my third eBay account. And I had one on my main eBay account Saturday afternoon and one this morning on my main eBay account. So not too bad, not too shabby. Invited a few others in, but yeah, maybe flying solo. If I get a few others in, I have a return on eBay I want to discuss with people, or basically when the numbers get up on the chat, maybe. So we'll see. It's just a weird one. I totally expect returns after Christmas. Just hope they're minimal, and I had my first one, so. Well, that's awesome, Don. Don had a sell of an old video editing computer that she did at auction. Good morning, Ann. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes and let the hopefully the numbers go up here. And I got, like I said, a few to ship. And the thrifting was excellent yesterday. I did not expect it. I figured everything would be cleared out. Good morning, Monty. Figured everything would be cleared out for the Christmas stuff, but it was really, really good. Truck is full of stuff, and I'm in the middle of my redo. It doesn't look like it, but I am. I did some stuff on Friday and some stuff yesterday, and today things are going to look really different. At the end of the day, I do have the haul video to film this afternoon, so that's going to take me some time. So I just not enough hours in the day, Good morning, Mike. But obviously, if anyone has any questions or anything, heck, I have questions, but pop them in the chat. Never fails black shirts fuzz, Yeah, on Friday it was I hung up. I'm sure people were watching. Good morning, Anissa. But I hung up 100 things in my garage, and now I can't even move in my garage. But I have more stuff to put out there. I'm going to do a little bit of redo out there, and a lot more in here today. This is, yeah, I'm going to get a lot done today, hopefully. Watched Justin's show this morning, of course, as usual. Yeah, always, Andy. And it's, I don't know what it is about black, but I have the same exact style of shirt, like in red or maroon, and it's fine. No fuzz. It's the black shirts that do this. Always. And I love black, but man. This I got one on the third eBay account, one on the second eBay account, two on the main, one on Etsy, one on Poshmark. So I got 6 to send out, which, not great, but quite a few of those are high dollar items. So not so bad. And I don't expect anything because I haven't listed anything since like the 26th. So I don't expect any sales, honestly. Morning, Sean. Yeah, 3. And it's a slow time of year. I know that. Arkansas Deal Flipper, what's your name, bud? I'm going to note your name down here because you're always in the chat. I have my list of names here. I can remember stuff. Oh, yeah, and this Jay. All right, Jay. Gotcha. Well, better than 0. And this, there's been days where, when was it? Sunday, my main eBay account, I didn't sell anything on it. 0. crazy. Yeah. I don't know if I have your name down here as well. And what's your name formerly known as FNP? I'm going to note it down too. It's not bad to speak at least a little bit of Spanish in Northern Virginia. And I understand more than I speak. I can, if I, I can understand quite a bit of Spanish. And I know a lot of the words, it's just stringing them together. I don't know the conjunctions and the grammar structure, so I can spit out words, but yeah. Morning, Gina. Alan. Cool. Gotcha. You're visiting your wife in Northern Virginia, Alan. Are you from this area or grew up here or just used to live here? I love that, Andy. You drop off in that parcel drop. Yeah, I mean, I usually give to my mailman, but I love parcel drops if I have to go to the post office. That's awesome, Don. You had an Etsy sale. Yeah. I have stuff I need to list on there, but it's hard to eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, and I'm trying to ramp up Amazon. So yeah. Good morning, Deneen. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, so usually what I list on Etsy is my vintage stuff. It's kind of yeah, no real niche, but like I showed that screen on one of my other videos, I have a vintage projector screen, and I'm gonna list it on Etsy one of these days. And Jeff already thinking about Valentine's Day by. Oh, that's awesome, Andy. Some post office are hit and miss. Like my main mail carrier, he's awesome about scanning. He'll scan right there, but all the subs, none of them scan. So it doesn't scan until it gets like into you know, the bowels of the post office. Oh, dang, Sean, you guys are way forward thinkers. Jay says, Jay is Arkansas deal flipper. One of my post offices has the large package drop. It's pretty handy at times. Yeah, it fills up and jams. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, Brian. How's it going? You're from Orange Beach. I mean, God, Orange Beach. That's in Alabama. You're from the Outer Banks. Okay. I'm not, I've lived here for 3 years, but I'm not from Northern Virginia, and I've been like trying to hunt for like this is way off topic, but I'm doing research into like old swimming holes that people would have used in the past decades, even the past hundreds of years around here. Because I want to, this spring and summer, I'm going to go out and metal detect some old swimming holes. Make some videos on those too. So yeah. Good morning, Linda. Yeah, same here, Brian. Pulling and packing. I got everything pulled, ready to pack, and I'm about to start doing that in a few minutes. I was going to hang out here, see if anyone joined, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to, so I'll just try to ramble as best I can. Appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up. I know I have awesome followers. I've noticed that, my followers are real people because, oh, good morning, Margot. I'm glad you popped in. Yeah, it is, Sean, especially on ground. That's why I'm looking for like swimming holes and stuff. You can't detect anywhere around like Williamsburg or Alexandria or any of that stuff. You just can't do it at all. But um, waterways are common use. So yeah, get in the water holes, kind of circumnavigate that nonsense. in my county, in Prince William County, it's legal, but people still give you the stink eye. But it's part of the, it's part of it. What's crazy is like this crap is just going to rust and deteriorate underground anyway. So what's the difference if I'm digging up a Civil War mini ball that's going to fade away with time? Because no one else is going to find it if you don't let the metal detectors out there. It's not like there's archaeologists out there digging up, mini balls. But anyway, that's a rant for another day. I'll thank Anissa. Thank you, Anissa. And that's all. I mean, I'll do the list here. It all started with Andy. Andy's in here. Thank you, Andy. Andy gave my very first shout out. He helped me get basically my first 100 subscribers. I was at probably 15 subscribers when he gave the shout out. So Andy started all this, the Parrot Head Picker. So if I have, by some miracle, if I have one or two people that's not subscribed to Andy, he is an awesome guy, has awesome content. Go subscribe to Andy. Second was Justin, RVA Flips. He gave me props and gave me a shout out and got some subscribers off him. And then John, the Cincinnati Picker, did an interview with me on his show. And this all happened really quickly. Justin, John, and the last one, Scott, the Bearded Picker, he had me on his show and he really pushed my channel hard. And he took me from, I was at 805 subscribers when he had me on his show. And by the end of the day, I was over 1,000. And now I'm, almost to 1,200. So those four, Andy, Justin, John, Scott, help make this happen, so yeah. Oh, that's crazy, Sean. I'm not going to get on a rant, but waterways are supposed to be, common use. People can't own water. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to try to still find some water holes and get out there. Yeah, Jay. I mean, out here on the East Coast, it's a different deal, because I grew up in Arkansas, lived in Missouri a long time. Out there, public property is public property. You can use it. In the East Coast, they're like really protective of those, 4 million mini balls underground that people will never find, and they're just going to rust away at the time, So it's silly. Yeah, that's what. And closest to me is the Rappahannock, and I didn't know if there was, some areas around Fredericksburg and west of Fredericksburg that had some, centuries old swimming holes, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I understand, Andy. Yeah, those videos take up a lot of bandwidth. Absolutely. When I even uploading like a 20-minute video in HD, and I have pretty good internet, and it still takes time. Well, that's cool. I have to note that down. So basically, out there, Alan, out there at the what's that called, Chipokes Plantation State Park, you could probably surface hunt like for arrowheads, but no digging probably. That's the way it usually is in all state parks. You can surface hunt, but no digging. Yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Find the Roanoke Lost Colony. Roanoke. Good morning, Lex. Thanks for popping in. Good morning, Pick and Flipper. I don't think I have your name down, no. Yeah, absolutely. I do have a rare earth magnet. It's laying around here somewhere. I have all that stuff hanging up here. You can't see it. I have all my paracord and my headphones, and yeah, my metal detectors are laying around. I have 3 metal detectors, but there's one set of my headphones. These are my underwater ones, I think. I got all my other stuff. All kinds of equipment goes into doing that. Oh, that's good to know. Brian says the Office Depot has some good stuff. Okay. 40 people. That's awesome. Thumbs up. Click it. Okay, so I guess we'll start packaging up items. Said I got 6 going out. 1 from this morning. I'm going to save this breakable one to last because it's actually the Etsy sale and it's going to Canada. So we'll see. I'll do this small. Well, let me see here. Do the stuff on my main eBay account first, which is over here. Grab me a box. Got some jackets going out and some other stuff. It's always nice to sell jackets and coats. I love selling them because there's good profit in them, but they take up a lot of space. So, but really good money in them. Okay. First big jacket. Like I said, these videos are just pack and ship. I'm not showing the item necessarily. I'm not telling you how much it sold for or what I gave for it, anything. I'm just packing stuff up. You'll see all that other information in a what sold video soon. I mean, with Christmas sales, the sold videos are probably 3 weeks behind timeline-wise. They'll catch up because, yeah, like sales the past week have been really slow because I haven't listed anything. Been working on other stuff. I've got a lot more stuff to work on. So, okay, so that's the first one boxed up. See how much she weighs. Probably 2.5, 3 pounds. Well, it's way off. Well, not way off. It's about 3.5 pounds. Okay, let's see. First one going out. I think this one's going close to me, so the eBay rate will probably be, yeah, the eBay rate's definitely going to be the best rate on this one. I'm not even going to check pirate ship. This is $7.09. It's just going to Pennsylvania. Yeah, I know for a fact that's going to be the best rate. So save that up. This was a really nice sale. This one was in a haul video just a week or 2 ago, and it's already sold and selling out. And I kind of knew it would, you know. It's hard to predict on stuff, but sometimes you can tell when stuff is going to sell pretty quick, and this one did. Okay, this first one. As opposed to this next one I'm about to ship, I had it for a long time, for over a year. So that's the first one. This next one I had for over a year, but I still got good money out of it. So there's different philosophies on that stuff. Some people would have clearanced it out, you know, 6 months ago, but I hung to it and it finally sold. I did take a best offer, but the best offer wasn't like a low ball. It was a good solid offer. And since I had it a while, I didn't took it. I can't follow the chat. I have a weird return, and I was going to bounce it off of Justin, but he's busy. If I think Andy's still watching. If you're still watching, Andy, I guess I'll just talk about it, and you guys, other guys, can chime in as well. You know, returns. I expect returns. You know, especially after Christmas. But got my first one, and it was on a toy truck. They said that it wasn't working right or whatever. And that's fine. You know, stuff happens. They said the box looked fine. First thing I always ask is if the shipping box, you know, looked fine. If it was damaged in shipping, they're like, no, the shipping box looks fine. It's just this piece won't work or whatever. Okay, that's fine. But in their message to me, they said they're willing to pay for return shipping, even though I'm definitely on the hook for that since it's, you know, not working. So I don't know how to, I guess I can just instruct them to say in the reasoning for the return, say they just changed their mind, but technically they should return it as item not working or defective. If they do that, I'm going to have to pay for shipping, even though they said they're willing to pay for return shipping. Because if they're willing to pay return shipping, I'll definitely take that, you know, because it's going to be like, the item's big enough, it's going to be like $15 to ship. So I'm just wondering how everyone else would handle that. 4 pounds, 11 ounces. 4 pounds. I'll get this one shipped out and I'll pop back in the chat and see what you guys are saying on my return deal. This one's going to Pennsylvania as well, really close. So this one still be eBay rate, not pirate ship, for sure. Because it's almost 5 pounds and it's $8.17. So I know for a fact that this will be fine. Heavy duty coat. That's the one that just, I accepted the offer this morning and they paid. And it's going out today to them. It's going to get cold, so heavy duty coat be really helpful. Okay, let's see. Okay. Good morning, Hawk. How you doing? Yeah. And that thought crossed my mind as well, Margot, is just to take the return and I guess I should quantify that with, I don't know if it's worth it to pay for return shipping. And we've all had those. Is it, I mean, just strictly monetarily wise, if I pay for return shipping, will I be able to resell this item that's not working and recoup that cost? And it may not be worth it, you know, so, yeah. Okay, so everybody's saying just pay for the return shipping. That's what I figured, you know. Yeah. And Jay said the same thing. And that crossed my mind too, Dawn, is like, did the kid that they gave this toy to actually break it in the first 10 minutes and they feel a little bit guilty? So they're willing to pay return shipping, you know? It's possible, but, you know, you can never tell, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Lex. Yeah, I don't know if it would come off. It's a toy truck, you know, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. And that was my thought process anyway, you know, was just to write off. Because I did try it, you know, at first I did try a partial refund just to see, you know, if they would just keep it and, you know, I could, you know, get out without losing a lot. But probably just write it off because since it's such a big, it'd be one thing if it was a small item, you know, it only costs, you know, $4 to $10 to ship back to me. It'd be one thing, but this is literally going to be $15 to $20 to ship back to me, and it probably won't be worth it. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are just affirming exactly what my thoughts were, but I wanted to get everyone else's perspective, you know. It's not bad to bounce ideas off other sellers, you know. I'm going to take care of that today. Probably just tell them to keep it because I sent it. They paid for calculated shipping to them, but I would have to refund them that as well, you know. So Shipping to them was 20 bucks. Shipping back to me is 20 bucks. That's $40 right already off of an item that sold for 55. So not really worth it. Even if I could resell it for, 25 bucks being broken, it doesn't really make sense. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to transfer my money. I'm a dope. Let's do that right now. Margot's asking people's goals for the new year. Anybody got any goals? Mine is my first one I'm in the middle of is to redo this area. And the second one is which is also part of this, is to get better control of my inventory processes. Transfer this money. Also would like to beef up my Amazon FBA again. I let that go this past year to concentrate on eBay because I did really well with Amazon FBA 2 years ago. And I just started focusing on eBay and kind of let it slide. So I need to beef that up again as well. Too much stuff to do in too little time, Okay, my first PayPal account's transferred. Let's transfer my second one. See what you guys. Little reseller man. Yeah, you should, Arkansas Deal Flipper. There's money to be made there. It's just time. If you have the time. Sean had an Epson printer sent to California. They said it wouldn't work with 2 different systems, so I refunded the money, told him to keep the printer. So I got to work recently, yeah. And honest people would. You never can tell, but it's just cost of doing business, I realize that. Buy more of your goals, Carol. Whew. I hope you go out there and hit the thrift stores. Lex, separate all your bill money. Yeah, you should definitely do that. I'm going to do a yesterday. I've been debating around the marbles in my head about doing a special video on the deal I did yesterday. I guess you could say that's part of the haul, but not really. So, but I spent a tremendous amount of money on something, and I think I'm going to do a special video on it. Not part of the haul video I'm going to do later, so I'll do a special video. To creep on Margot. Monty's branching out to Poshmark. eBay organization, yep. That's usually what people get, because throughout the year things get set around and shifted and stuff, and it's good to start fresh in the new year, redo everything. Lex asks, can you show how to package a new item for FBA and package a vintage item? I'm not going to do any FBA shipments imminently, but when I do one, I can do a video about that. I know Scott, the bearded picker, has some good videos about that, but I will do one as well. Packing a vintage item. I do have a vintage item, a glass item that's vintage, going to Canada. I'm about to pack up here in a little bit. It was an Etsy sale. Larry asks, what type of computer do I need to print labels from eBay? PC, Mac, anything. I used to have a Dell that I used my Dymo 4XL on, and now I have an iMac that I use my Dymo 4XL on. So any halfway decent PC or Mac from the last 10 years you can print labels for on eBay. Good morning. I think I have your name down here. Oh, no, I don't. Good morning, Gate City Picker. Weird. Yes, Larry, a Chromebook will work. Absolutely. I know that's an entry-level PC, but it'll still work just fine. What type of printer do you have, Larry? Let me ask that too. Hawk wants to get a Rollo printer. Yeah. An electronic test station, absolutely. My electronic test station is right here behind me, but I am going to redo all of this. So after I get all this redone, I'm going to do another video too of showing exactly what I did and why. Because you got a lot of things to consider between videoing, photographing, testing, cleaning, shipping, all that stuff, you know. And that doesn't even count storage and shipping supplies and cleaning supplies and all that stuff. So like you're talking about like an FBA shipment. Sorry, I'm misunderstanding here. I do apologize, but sometimes stuff is lost in translation, you know, so. Yeah, that's a really good thing to set up, Linda. You know, I have a TV, and you need, if it depends on what you're going to sell electronic wise, but if you're going to sell like DVD VCR combos, all you need is a TV with, you know, RCA inputs, HDMI input, coax input is good, all the basic inputs. But if you're going to sell like CD decks, tape decks, and stuff, you'll also need a set stereo receiver and speakers to test those. So, yeah. Reseller man, you'll love Hot Sales Hawk. You'll love the Rollo. I've heard a lot of good things about the Rollo. I have a Dymo 4XL, and I would love just to try the Rollo, but I'm not going to buy one because I have the Dymo. But it'd be awesome to try it out just to compare and contrast, you know. Florida, Margot, and to turn off your AC. Sheesh, it's cold here in Virginia. Looks like Sean answered your question, Lex. That's awesome. Yeah, because I haven't sold any vintage items on Amazon. It's usually new, you know, RA type stuff that I ship to Amazon. I haven't sold any vintage stuff. But thanks for your question. That's an awesome one, you know, because there are categories where you can sell vintage stuff on Amazon. Sounds like it's raining in Texas, Houston, and Waxahachie. Yeah, I was going to ask if you got that, Andy. Should do a video if you get it. Larry Lucas, Tennessee is a nice place. Yeah, I have a deep, deep, deep family history all through Tennessee. So even though I was born and raised in Arkansas, a couple hundred years of my family history is in Tennessee and North Carolina and Virginia. 69 degrees in West Central Florida. Oh, thanks, Lex. And that goes to my motto. People ask, especially beginners ask, or people like John asked me, what's your biggest piece of advice to beginners? And that's to learn something new every day, because I don't know everything. I've been doing this for 20 years and I learn something new every day. So there's so much stuff and variables and platforms. Can't, you know, to know it all would be amazing, but yeah. It looks like we got a couple people in West Central Florida. Oh, that's awesome, Andy. That big ring light. That's pretty awesome. I just got some small ones, but that's part of my redo. I'm going to get a new lighting set up, and I'll show that when it's done. Cold and rainy, it seems like a common theme, doesn't it, Mike? Pouring down rain in central North Carolina. Good morning, Glenn. How's it going, bud? And Monty said they set record rainfall in Texas. Yep, there was an annual record in Virginia this year as well. Military items sell very well, Lex, especially vintage stuff. I actually passed yesterday on a Korea War era hat because it was in such bad condition, and they were asking like $8 for it. It probably would have sold even in that condition, maybe 20. But if it was in perfect condition, it would have brought 50 to 75. But it was rough. So when I lived in Florida for like 6 months after college. I was in Orlando for a little while, and then the Fort Myers, Naples area, and luckily we only had one tropical depression during my time there. But the water in my back then I lived in an apartment, and the water in our parking lot was like this deep. That was fun. Oh, that's awesome, Sean. Because Scott would clear you out. Just got to beat him to it, you know. Yeah, they can, Lex. It's just like everything, you know. Oh, that's awesome, Andy. A new Korea War hat. That's awesome. Yeah, this one was awesome. It was like a cold weather hat with the ear flaps, but the ear flap like fur. It was like real fur or wool or something, but it was all like just gone. Just, you know, there was still a few sprigs left, but it was wrecked. And it was dated in that hat. It had the tag, and it was like 1951. Yep, Augusta, home of the Masters Golf Tournament. With Bobby Jones. You got that right, Jay. He will go anywhere if the picking's right, you know. And it's a good policy to have if you're able, you know. Yeah. Ann says picking up military challenge coins, they sell. Yeah, they do. And we got, we will never sell them, but we got a whole bunch of them because, mostly because of my wife, you know, in her military career, in her current career, she's met a lot of higher end folks that give those out, and she has quite a collection of them, but obviously we're not going to sell them. Those were given to her because she's a friend of those people, and she'll keep them. Okay, so you guys keep on chatting. I'm going to print out something else. I'm going to pack up something else. I should say, not print out. Got to switch accounts here. I got this. Oh, actually, I said I had 6 to pack up earlier. I got 7. There's one on my second eBay account as well. I need to find it. I forgot to pick that up before I went live. I think I know where it is. I may have to go peek into the garage for a second, but yeah, it should be out in the garage. Yeah. Okay, you guys keep on chatting. Keep my dogs company. They're behind me. And I'll go get this item. Stay. All right, got it. Could I could see it, but I could barely reach it. Okay. So let's package this one up. Lots of 12 by 12 by 8 boxes today. May need just ordered some, but I've used quite a bit. I have to check my inventory and order some more. All right. This is a little bit of a it's not an indictment, anything or anything like that, but if this is a women's coat and jacket, and I tend to I pack them all the same, but I tend to be more, I don't know what the word is, just tend to make the packaging a little bit poofier. I don't know, maybe that's condescending or chauvinist to me. It seems like men doesn't care that it's packed in wrapping paper, but women appreciate the tissue paper. Perfect fit. Just line it with some tissue paper. And I have a lot of this tissue paper anyway. I got it on clearance last year. I got 90% off clearance on tissue paper last year at CVS, a whole bunch of it. I've still got a lot left, but if I find it again this year, I'll buy it again. So it was literally like 20 cents per package or something. 30 cents per package. Okay. That one's about 3.5 pounds as well. Well, it's over 4 pounds, 5 ounces. 4 pounds, 5 ounces. May have to check pirate ship on this one. This one's going to Missouri, back in my old neck of the woods. So 1033 priority mail shipping. So let's check pirate ship. Just in getting, just, you know, never can tell going that far. Let's check it. 4 pounds, 5 ounces. 12 by 12 by 8. Same. 1033. So, it was worth checking. That is okay. All right. That's a third one down. 3 boxes, 3 12 by 12 by 8 boxes. Cool. All right. Let's see what you guys got going on. 48 watching. Holy smokes. You guys are so cool. You got 24 thumbs up, so 50%. That's pretty good, but it can be better. Oh, gosh. Persnickety, Dawn. That's an awesome word, persnickety. Awesome word. Oh, I'm sorry, Margot. As slumps happen, like on my main eBay account, which I expect at least a couple items every day, I did 0 on Sunday. Nothing. Carol asks, have you ever misquoted shipping on a sale? Yes, but it's been a long time, because once it happens to you 1 or 2 times, you learn to be more careful, or at least in my case. But it happens, especially, you know, on big items where it's tough to judge or tough to weigh or tough to estimate the amount of packing materials, you know. Like I sold, I'm sure you guys have seen the video when I sold that big ceramic Christmas tree, that huge one. they paid calculated shipping, and I think I was fairly accurate on that because I knew the packing materials alone would be, you know, 5 to 8 pounds, and they were, because it was a huge box, lots of paper, lots of egg cartons that I used, and yeah. But that's where people really make mistakes on the when something needs to be massively protected in shipping. Hello, the bargain effect. Thank you for this. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. It all helps. The YouTube algorithm, it counts as an interaction. You know, pumps the video up the rankings and stuff. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, you could, Lex says, you could run a sale. You could run a sale. You can do a promoted listings. And of course, make sure you list something every day, even if it's only 5 things. I say that, but I haven't listed anything. That's why I haven't sold much, because I haven't listed anything. But it's all part of my redo. It's hard to get out of that mindset that I need to list, but I also need to make this space more functional. It'll pay off in the long run. I don't think so, Alan. I have a small scale, and I'm looking at another one actually, but yeah, I don't have to zero it out. Yeah, learning curve. Yeah, Carol says, yeah, I had those shipping problems a long time ago. It's a learning curve after that, no more. Yeah. Hey, Craig, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Jay, the Arkansas Deal Flipper says, so if the Postal Service price is the same for both eBay and Pirate Ship, do you still use eBay? Yes, because it's, you know, it's just easier, because that automatically pops your tracking number in. It charges my credit card just like I want it to, just like Pirate Ship would. So yeah, there's no real difference if there's not a price difference at all, except for eBay, like I said, automatically put your tracking on there. So, but Sean, Pirate Ship your credit card, but on PayPal, if you empty out your PayPal account and have your backup funding method as your credit card, it'll charge your credit card, and that's what I do. So that's why earlier when I was like, oh, I forgot to empty out my PayPal account, empty out your balance, charge your backup funding method, your credit card. So turn those points, churn, pay off your card. Yes, it is, Lex. It's a functional space. I can't tell you, like the past couple months, I've been kicking stuff and tripping over stuff, and you break stuff, and it's just, it gets to where you have to redo something. You have to do it. Yeah. And it's whatever works best for you, Linda. Some people prefer one thing over another. You know, there's no one answer, just like everything. You know, Hawk, I don't know of any one website, but you know, I was talking about that big white tree I had. It was in 2 pieces. It was missing its base, and I sold it like that, and it's still sold for $100. So you can try selling it without the base. It'll still bring pretty good money. It just depends on what you want to do, you know. That's good, Craig. I think I had 7, which I'm lucky to have 7 to ship today because I haven't listed anything. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I'm going to print out. I think I'm going to do my Poshmark sale now before I do my Etsy one, because the Etsy one, I've sold stuff on Etsy. It's been a while, you know, but I've sold stuff on Etsy before, but this one's the Etsy sale is going to Canada. So I'm hoping I'm able to do it online. I know back in the day, international shipping, you had to, especially since it's Canada. I don't know. Anyone sold anything international to Canada on Etsy? Because I just use global shipping program on eBay. So it makes it really easy. I always forget I went to log into Poshmark, but Poshmark sends you the label to your email. I always forget that. So I'm logging into my email. That's the awesome thing about Poshmark, you know. So let me see here. Lex has 4 things. That's awesome. Boxing. Glenn's boxing up a Posh order now. Yeah, Lex, Etsy. I mean, obviously they send you an email, but I do have the Etsy app on my phone, and it, you know, just like eBay, it chings or bings or whatever that alert is. So yeah. Gate City Picker, that you have like a bank on Posh, and you can I forget if you can automatically do withdrawals, but you can go in and manually just withdraw the money to your direct deposit to your whatever checking account, whatever. So I can't remember if you can set it up automatically, but you can definitely just go in and manually transfer the money from Posh to your checking account. Okay, so packaging up this Poshmark. I just got the YouTube email. Congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it. Okay, finding the Poshmark email. There it is. And like I said, Poshmark is awesome because you sell something, they send you an email notifying you of the sale, and they attach the shipping label to the email. Easy peasy. Get a box here. You know, with eBay and everything else, everywhere else, we got to really think about shipping and like, would this be better, you know, cheaper in a poly mailer, or should I box it? Poshmark, it's easy. Just box it because they provide the. Whoops, sorry. You know, because they provide the shipping label. So, hey Andy, I just got the notification your Making Money Monday Volume 74 is live. I'll watch that. I'll have it playing when I'm working and stuff. Okay. What's the box to cooperate? And I'll do this one a little bit more fancier as well, because this is a pretty high-end item that sold. So I'll package it up really nice. Not that there should be that much difference, but you know, if it's a $20 jacket versus what this one is, there is a difference. Give it a little lint roll. Because no matter what, lint sticks to everything. Like I said, this has been in my garage. None of my pets get in my garage. I bought one of my things I'm going to do with my redo as well is I bought a whole big roll of like dry cleaning garment bags, and I'm going to start right after listing coats and jackets and stuff. I'm going to garment bag them. So, but haven't done it yet, obviously. That's one of the things on the list, and the list is long. Thanks, guys, for hanging in there with me, or hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Yeah. Put that right in there. Some more tissue paper. This will do green on top. Got green and red. All right. And that's that. See, I don't even have to weigh this. I'm going to print out this label, and it's done. That is it. That's it. Print out the label. Done. Set it on the, that's the fourth 12 by 12 by 8 box. The other stuff is not going to be in 12 by 12 by 8 boxes. Okay, what you guys got going on? Good morning, Larry. I guess I should say good morning, Larry Lafferty. We got a Larry Lucas in here as well. Larry, I think I have a few scales in my Amazon affiliate links in the description of this video. If well, maybe I don't. I'm going to add a few recommendations for scales in my Amazon affiliate links, Larry, and you can check back in about an hour or two, and I'll have some links added. If you guys need something on Amazon, click those links. I appreciate it, and get a few pennies. I think I've made like $1.70 off of those. Bye, Margot. Happy New Year. Hope we all have a good one. I'm the same as well, Sean. I have two scales. I have this scale right here, and I have a big heavy duty one. I usually like to use the small one because it goes out to like hundredths. But yeah. Yeah, enough for a Coke, Sean. Yeah, barely. Maybe get a 2-liter somewhere. But it all adds up. You know, if I just started doing these a couple weeks ago, you know, and made a couple bucks off of them throughout the year, that may be $50. Who knows? And $50 is $50. Like people, when I was on, it's not when I was on Scott's show, but I was watching Scott's show he did last time. People are getting after him about you're just a professional YouTuber. I mean, Scott made probably pretty good money off his big Monopoly video, but in general, there's not a lot of money in this at all. Okay, so I'll switch over to my third eBay account. I've got something sold on each eBay account, and that's pretty cool. Sorry, dogs are creeping away. Well, I got a lot of new people in here. 50 people. Okay, we got 50 people in here. I got 37 thumbs up. Let's get that to 40 real quick, and I'm going to show my dogs on camera. Over 40 thumbs up. Is that a good bribe? I don't know. Probably everyone in here has already hit it, and they're like, no one else to hit it. Yeah, that's my philosophy too, Linda. That's why I have, you know, I don't know why people are so afraid of making money. If I can make a little bit here and there, I'll do it. Amazon affiliate links. I have a Patreon account. I have a direct PayPal email if people want to, you know, kick a few dollars for the time we put in to these videos. Because my wife puts in a lot of time editing the videos. I'm not afraid to. It's not e-begging. People call it e-begging. It's not, because we're putting in the work. If you put in the work, you're not begging. You're just asking for, you know, a few dollars here and there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, we hit 40. Okay. Hit 40 thumbs up. So you guys ready? You want to see the puppies? Yeah, Michelle, don't have any more thumbs. Okay. Come here. Come here. Whoa, this is Friday. She's a sweet pie. These are sisters from the same litter. They're half beagle, half tufted Chinese crested, and she is the sweetest girl in the world. Aren't you, Friday? Isn't that an awesome picture? She's 10 years. They're 10 years old. Like I said, they're from the same litter. They turned 10 last August 28th, so 10 and a half now. Come here, Sadie. Come here. And this girl is Sadie. except Friday's sister. They look exactly alike, don't they? But I can tell them apart. There's little differences. They're sweetie pies. You're live on camera and be famous. See the tail wagging back there? Friday is like, oh, you're petting her, not petting me. Why are you doing that? So, yep. Okay. That's the puppies. I've heard of people doing that, Craig. Drop your price 1% every day, and they have that little in eBay app that'll do that for you. It's kind of hard to set up, but yeah, I've heard of people doing that. Thanks, Linda. Little puppies. Oh, that's okay, William. Appreciate it. I understand. A lot of times I'll stream stuff on my TV, and you can't thumbs up from there either. I'm like, come on, where's the? Give me that option. Thanks, Gina. Thanks, Monty. Appreciate it. They're awesome dogs. Yep. Lex, I just log out of one and log into another. You know, all the passwords and stuff are saved. And just log out, log in. Obviously, you got to watch your emails for. I have email accounts for each account, and just watch your emails for sales and stuff. Well, thanks, Carol. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Okay, let's. What else we got? Oh yeah, we were doing the third eBay account. Let's log out of the second one. Log into the third one. The third one's still really new. I only have like 40 items on it. I'm just slowly building it. It's not something I rely on at all. Every once in a while something sells, and that's fine. Just like this item. I mean, not a big dollar item, just a little thing to build the account up. I think Lonnie was doing that with his second account. He just had what he called feedback builders. And that's pretty much what these are. Friday. What you doing over there? Over here. Girl. My litter boxes are over that direction, and the dogs like to sniff around those. You got to watch them. Okay, so little box. If I can find them. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. Little box. This is a 6x4x2 box. I got a whole pallet of these at auction one time, and I sold most of them, but kept, a couple hundred for me. Made good money off that deal. Business shut down, auctioned off all their stuff. Got them for really cheap. There was a Kmart that closed down close to me that had a couple of pallets of boxes that they were trying to get rid of, but I had nowhere to go with them, so I wasn't able to get that deal. These boxes were small, so I was able to pull that off, but yeah, I hate that I have to pass up on stuff sometimes, but part of it. Because I know a lot of people have storage units in my area. Storage units are so prohibitively expensive that I will not do it. I'm talking like a, what was that? I priced them, and it was like a 30 by, I want to say 20, maybe 30 by 20 was $300 a month. I think it's the size Lonnie has, and it's $300 a month. 4 ounces. I'm not going to pay $300 a month for storage. All right, that one was easy. I have the two-step verification for PayPal, which everyone should. It texts you when somebody logs into your account. You have to put in a verification code. It can get annoying, but 4 or 5 years ago, my PayPal account was hacked. I mean, I got all my money back and stuff, but two-step verification, definitely the way to go. What? I did log in. Okay, good to go. Looped there for a second, but it happens. This is just first class, you know, it's 4 ounces. Just a little tchotchke thing. Okay. All right, now the last thing we have to deal with is this breakable to Canada. To log into Etsy. One second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I miss one? Or did we only have 6 for real? I think we just did have 6. Okay, what do you guys got? Yeah, I wish they had them. I'm scrolling up here through the, like says they should have a Bing for each one. That would be nice. It would be really nice, but they don't. Unless you have, I have 2 different phones and I have, you know, one account logged in on one account on the other, and you could have a third logged in like an iPad or something. I could do that, but yeah. Larry Lafferty asked, Mike, do you part out items? I try not to, but I have. You know, if I buy something I thought was working in the thrift store, I've tested stuff in the thrift store and it's working, get it home and it's not. And my favorite part out was a steamer clothing steamer I bought at Savers, and I actually used it for like a year and a half. It was a Han steamer. And after a year and a half or so, it stopped working and I parted it out. I paid like $25 initially, and I sold like the reservoir tank for $25. I sold the hose assembly for $25, and I still have the hanger assembly. It's up there. And I got it for sale. So used it for a year and a half and made money off of it. So yeah. Linda asked, does eBay bug you to lower the prices? They're constantly trying to get me lower. Yeah, they do. Unsubscribe from all those emails. I think there's a place you can unsubscribe from those emails. Good morning, Shamrock Pixie. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. I'll say that this is awesome. Here, you guys look at the numbers here. We got 43 watching and 42 likes. That's good stuff. I think I have the best viewers on YouTube. Yeah, Larry says he will donate, and a lot of people get that direction. You can only go so low before you get rid of it. And I'm going to be brutal with some stuff when I go through re-inventory everything. I'm going to be brutal and donate a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Scott the Bearded Picker is an awesome dude. He helped me out a ton. Okay, so last one, Etsy. Etsy. I haven't sold anything on here in so long. I got to refigure out how to do this, especially since it's going to Canada. Oh, Canada. First thing is to package it up, just like everything. Okay, I got my bubble wrap already cut. Did that before I cut. Well, let's try not to break it. Oh boy. It's 2 pieces, and I got 2 different pieces of bubble wrap. One thing that did happen, and the buyer ended up being okay with it, but they didn't account for exchange rate. And they were like, why did my bank get charged this amount when the item was and shipping was this amount? And I put that amount in Google and figured out the exchange rate, and that's what it was. It was the exchange rate. Because it was a pretty significant difference. Like $50 US is $68 Canadian. And that's what the difference was, $50 to $68. Plus there was a couple dollar, I think, exchange fee that Etsy charged her. So she got charged $70 Canadian for a $50 US item. That accounts shipping and everything. So, but she was still fine with it. She was like, "Oh yeah, I should have known." I'm like, "Yeah, it happens." Like I know on eBay, I think it automatically populates there and shows it. So I don't know what Etsy's deal is with that. Like I said, it's the first thing I've sold on Etsy in a long time, though. So. Okay, so box. Let's see what this thing, measure it out here on my pad. About 8 by 5, 8 by 6 by 5 or so. I think we'll do a 10 by 8 by 6. Give some room for some packaging. Yeah, I don't think there's a good priority box that'll work. So I'm going to use, it's an eBay box, but yeah, should have to deal. Okay, some paper. Get some paper. Okay. Some more paper. This is the last item that's shipping, so hopefully we get more today, obviously, but unless something comes in the next hour or so, it'll have to be shipped tomorrow. Ow. Teeth almost got me on that tape dispenser. All right, there you go. That's breakable. Shake it. It's not moving. Especially when it's 2 pieces, you want it in there where it's not moving. 2 pounds, 3 ounces. There's a 10 by 8 by 6 box, 2 pounds, 3 ounces. It's going to be Priority Mail International. Wonder, that's a good question that I haven't thought about. Does a pirate ship do international? I don't know. I don't think they do, but let's look. Three ounces. Yeah, no, pirate ship doesn't do international. I had to check. I had never tried it before. Do you guys know, like, I know for a fact in the US, first class is 16 ounces and under if you ship online. What's the weight limit on first class international? Let me see here. I didn't see the context gate seed picker, but saved you almost $20 last week. That's good. Whatever saved you the money. Good morning, Flippin' Hustler. Appreciate you coming in. I'm almost done here. I'm working on my last package. I bet you that was fairly lucrative, Hawk, especially around Arkansas, antique boat motors. I know for a fact there's a lot of those around there. Yeah, pirate ship saves me a lot of money on the especially coast to coast big packages. But yeah, I need to look up the rules for first class international. I can Google it here real quick, I guess. First class international weight limits. Let's just see. Hey, it's up to 4 pounds. Well, isn't that something? First class international, eligible up to 4 pounds. That's going to save a lot of money. Because the difference between first class international is $23.99. Priority mail was $37.62. So first class international, it is $23.99 because they paid $25 shipping. That worked out pretty well. Almost had to eat $10 there. So good stuff. Let's buy that label. Print the shipping label. Of course. That's okay. We can have a. I don't know if Etsy does the. I don't sell on Etsy often enough. I haven't set up my Dymo printer, but so it's wanting to send them inkjet. But that's okay because I got sticky labels for my inkjet printer as well. We'll just send it through the inkjet, and we'll maybe see if there's a setting for that Dymo on Etsy later. Glitter, 100%. Well, it's not centering properly. I think it's the way that Etsy populated the label. It's putting it in the middle of the sheet instead of the top. I'll have to figure that out later. That's all right. We'll just print it on a piece of paper and do it old school. We'll just tape it on there, print it on a piece of paper. It's fine. Instead of waste time, just do it. Okay, so we learned something today. Remember I say learn something new every day? I learned today that first class international packages can be up to 4 pounds. Good stuff. It's awesome. Yeah, Michelle, it's 4 pounds. Sorry, I just popped back over to the chat. Oh, they do? I just put the code in and it said, please enter US zip code. Oh, that's okay. It's already done. I'll look more into that on Pirate Ship, see if it's just a setting or something. Oh, cool. It already has the customs declaration on here and the label. So that's cool. All right. No big deal. Like I said, she paid $25 for shipping. I guess that was calculated on Etsy, and the shipping was $24. So it's fine. I'll learn some more stuff today or tomorrow. You know, I'm all about learning. Going old school. Well, old school is actually be hand writing in. But, yeah. All right, let's tape this to this thing. Oh, I got to sign this thing as well, because it says sign and date, sender signature and date. Okay, I'll sign it, and it is 31 December 2018. All right, done. Now we'll just tape it to it. Trying to be careful not to get creases in the tape. It'll mess with the scanners. All right, done. Okay, so let me see if there's any other questions. I'm gonna wrap it up in just a couple minutes. Oh, that's cool. You thrifting today, Craig? I did. We did a ton of got dog hair all over my shirt. We did a ton of our normal thrifting yesterday, and we got a bunch of good stuff. I mean, the haul video is going to be a doozy. So got to film that later on today. I'll let y'all make that deal if Jay can sell his labels before I sign out. Be awesome if you could sell something. Okay. So yeah, just another couple minutes. Been going for almost an hour and a half. That's crazy. Sorry guys. Usually I just go for about an hour, but had some different type packages and stuff today. Okay. I'm going to look into more about the international shipping on Pirate Ship. Yeah, I'll have to dive into that. Okay, so there you go. You got the reseller man. You got just let me know when you got that email address copied over. Oh, hey, good morning, Dave. We're about to sign out too. I'm glad you popped in. Hit that thumbs up while you're here. We shipped out 6 packages already. Talked about a lot of stuff. I'm going to message that guy with the truck we talked about and just tell him to keep it, and I'll refund him because it's not worth having to send it back to me and stuff. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Remember my Amazon affiliate links. I will be adding some scales to that. I do have a Patreon if you're so inclined, as low as $1 per month. Appreciate that. Or my PayPal and my PO box is listed in the description. So yeah, hit me up. Maybe I'll get enough to take my editor-in-chief, my wife, out for a good dinner. Who knows? But thanks, guys. And remember, tonight, my patrons for the haul video, and tomorrow it'll be published on YouTube. So thanks, guys. See you guys later.